There's a place where the world forgets to wake up, where dawn never arrives, only the suggestion of light, diffused through mist so thick that it swallows distance. It's called the Somnus River, the river of unremembered dreams. No one knows where it begins. Some say it flows from the moon. Others say it passes through every sleeping mind, threading them together like beads on an endless string. I don't remember getting here, just the sound, the quiet lapping of water against an unseen shore, and the gentle push of something unseen urging me forward. When I look down, I'm already in a boat, old, but not decayed, polished by centuries of hands. The oar rests across my knees. The air smells of salt and lilac, and far across the mist, something glows. The water is smoother than glass. Each stroke of the oar barely disturbs it. Ripples fold outward, then vanish as though swallowed by time. There are stars beneath the surface, not above. They shimmer faintly in the depths, moving with the current, each one pulsing softly like a heartbeat. They're not reflections, they're memories. You can feel it as you pass over one, a warmth through the hull, a faint echo of laughter or grief brushing against your chest. Sometimes they speak, not in words, but in reminders. A face you once saw in a dream, a scent from childhood, a half-forgotten song you didn't realize you still knew. The mist drifts in closer now, thick and soft. It curls around the boat, dimming the stars beneath you until only a faint glow remains. A ghostly lantern in an infinite sea. Through the mist, a shape emerges. At first, you'd think it's land, but the closer you drift, the more it rises. Tall masts, tattered sails, a hull split open but somehow still afloat. A ghost ship, silent but not empty. Figures drift across the deck, thin silhouettes translucent and flickering, each carrying a lantern that burns with a cold blue light. They walk in perfect silence, their movements slow, deliberate, as if repeating something practiced endlessly long ago. One of them turns, and for a heartbeat you think it looks at you. Then its face shifts, becoming someone you almost remember, someone you might have once known. The ship drifts beside you, its shadow swallowing the stars below. On the side of the hull, words carved deep and worn smooth. The tide remembers all. As you watch, the letters glow faintly, not carved but alive. Then the ship fades, not sinking, just dissolving, its lanterns scattering into 1,000 floating embers that drift back into the mist. The current grows stronger now, though you never see where it comes from. The oar dips deeper, pulling you through waters that pulse faintly with light. Voices begin to gather, faint, musical, layered like threads in a woven spell. They don't speak to you, they speak through you. Each tone vibrates against your ribs, each word a ripple in your spine. It feels as though the river is remembering everything you've ever forgotten. Then, up ahead, another glow. Not the pale blue of spirits, but gold. The mist thins just enough for you to see it. An island, small, circular, ringed in willows that droop to the waterline. At its center, a bonfire burns smokeless, casting light that reflects upward like a dawn beneath the surface. You drift closer and realize the fire isn't consuming wood, it's burning reflections. Images of faces, cities, constellations, rising from the water, catching flame, then vanishing into an ash made of light. The island hums, the air tastes like rain and memory, and just as quietly, you pass it by. The river widens now, the mist parts, and ahead, floating in silent formation, is a fleet. Dozens, hundreds, maybe, ships, stretching into the horizon. Each one unique, some gilded, others broken. Some made of glass that catches the faint light and scatters it like rainbows. Others nothing but skeletal frames of coral and bone. They drift without wind. Their sails, where they remain, are woven from shadow and starlight. As your boat passes between them, you hear the faintest sounds. Music, bells, or maybe memories slipping through their seams. Figures stand at the rails of each vessel, their faces turned upward as if waiting for a signal. When your boat passes, they bow. A slow, simultaneous movement that ripples like wind through tall grass. For a moment, you feel impossibly seen. Then the current quickens again. The fleet drifts behind you, their shapes dissolving into the endless white of the fog. As the current softens, the sound of the water changes, no longer so much beneath you as around you. Your boat glides upward, as if the river itself has forgotten which way gravity should pull. The mist brightens, not light from the sky, but from within the fog itself, glowing gold and violet, like sunrise seen through tears. You look down and realize the water has turned to cloud. You're no longer floating, but drifting through the air. The stars below are gone, but their light remains, woven into the mist like veins of silver thread. And then that quiet suspension, something speaks. Not strictly a voice. All rivers return to the sky, and all travelers go with the tide. You don't answer. You don't need to. You simply drift onward. Ahead, the mist thins, and a horizon appears, faint, silver, and endless. You can't tell if it's morning or eternity. But the river continues, flowing off the edge of the world into something too bright to make out. Your oar slips from your hand, and the current carries you forward. And for the first time, you realize you're not afraid, because everything that was lost, every dream, every ghost, every whisper, is here, drifting, remembered. If you ever find yourself on a river that glows from beneath, don't look for the shore. Don't ask how far it goes. Just drift. Let it remember you.